Hello, we're with the Office of Sustainability at Western Washington University. Our project goal this quarter was to design and distribute a short survey to assess student opinion and awareness of the green energy fee.
Today we're going to discuss a little bit about how we gathered our data, the results we found, and some recommendations we have for the campaigners this spring.
A little bit about the Green Energy Fee. It was initiated by students in 2010 and is completely a student-funded project with some examples of projects shown here. The larger picture shows the installation of solar arrays on the Environmental Studies building, a $167,000 project. Also, we have on campus these water bottle refill stations shown on the right, each having several hundreds of thousands of uses. And in the works is a project to replace landfill containers with sorting stations, including compost, into Red Square.
Our objectives this quarter were to explore students' understanding of the green energy fee by creating questions that show their awareness and viewpoint toward campus sustainability. We also wanted to find out the relative percentage of students that would vote one way or another toward the green energy fee. Finally, we wanted to gauge how much students value the green energy fee by questioning their perception and opinion of the fee.
For survey distribution, we started out with a rough draft survey on paper, awkwardly walking around to 75 different students and getting their opinions on the green energy fee. From there, we met with stakeholders to improve our survey and make it more objective. One of the stakeholders was Nate White, the grant coordinator for the green energy fee, who was able to tell us about the goal of raising the fee to $20. We also met with the SRE group, including Jill McIntyre, who gave us helpful feedback on our questions. Lastly, we met with Jean Myers, a professor here on campus, who gave us extremely helpful feedback for our survey. We reconfigured our survey into electronic format, which we distributed in Red Square, and ended up with a total of 335 responses.
Most people were originally drawn over by the free coffee, but from there we were able to convince most of them to stay and take our survey. We made a poster board that talked about the green energy fee and the various projects around campus that were accomplished through it. We found that this helped spark a student interest, and many students stuck around after the survey to ask questions and give input. Several students inquired about club meetings and classes they could register for in order to become more involved with the GEF and our project in general.
About 60% of students that participated in our survey were underclassmen. This was fitting because their opinion is more representative of the future student body at Western. We asked students if they were currently aware of the green energy fee, and about 2/3 of the students who participated were previously aware.
Part of our survey was asking students to rate the importance of a sustainable campus. The scale was from strongly agree to disagree that campus sustainability was important, and about 93% of students said that it was important for this to be a presence.
We thought it was important to ask students how likely are you to vote in the spring, so we could grasp the percentage of students that were motivated without any campaign work. We determined that 51% of students were likely to vote, and a surprising 34% were extremely likely. From this, we gathered there would be a voter turnout of 85%. For students that said they were unlikely to vote, we asked that they give a reason. An overwhelming number of students stated that they were unaware of the vote entirely or didn't know how. Some students took it less seriously and gave responses such as pessimist or I'm lazy. Other responses that contributed to the number of students that were unaware of the purpose of the vote included things like I don't know who the candidates are, which really demonstrates the work campaigners have to accomplish for a successful vote this spring.
To find out how much students valued the green energy fee, we first stated other current fees that they pay. Like, for example, the health services fee is $85, the rec center fee is $99, and the tech fee is $35. We then asked what a reasonable green energy fee would be to them. The average response was between $15 and $48, and the median was about $34, which is almost 5 times the current value of the green energy fee.
And this was a difficult question to ask students, and we changed our original question from what would you be willing to pay to what do you think is a reasonable fee. We also chose random numbers for our scales so that students may have to think a little bit more about this question.
We had a plus or minus 5% accuracy based on 15,000 Western students and 335 total survey participants. The median value was $34, and the majority of students thought campus sustainability was important to them. And finally, 85% of students would participate in a green energy fee vote.
We all highly suggest more student outreach because many of them were not aware of the green energy fee and had no idea what they were paying quarterly. People who did ask were surprised it was as low as $7. Students need to know what this fee is going towards and that they actually use these services the fee provides. We suggest telling students through mass email right before the vote happens because, as we all know, students can be pretty forgetful. Thank you for watching our presentation today.
And please contact the Office of Sustainability with any questions or comments you may have.